Okay, so I walk back here and start singing Curiosity. Alright. Let's see if the bloody thing will go again. Or whatever, do a bit of that. But the circuit, I would say, same with most of these bloody things, the switch ends up shitting itself sort of thing, so you got to do something with that. But, you know, it's a rig, man. Yeah, what a unit. I was just looking at it going, ooh, the motor's stuff. I said, what's wrong with it? He goes, don't know, motor. And he said, I checked it and he goes, yeah, he goes, yeah, it's got compression. Now, so I worked a bit of magic. I just, basically what I did was, I said, so I've got this skill that I can either listen you. Now, you've filled your quota of FME over, alright, in the last couple of weeks. So, throw me a bone. Yeah, I get away with that every now and again. Now, what that will do, when you get to a point where you are going down that hill section, now that could be carburation and the fuel going, but I reckon if I can just pump up that idle enough, the slow idle circuit, good to rock and roll. Apparently I might be able to get this thing registered. I'm just trying to piss this one off and say, hey, nah, so you better start going. But I'm looking into parts for my rig because I really want to hear that sweet, sweet sound again. This unit and I, we've got history. We do. Yeah, so I'm gonna continue playing with that. Right. Okay. I did finally get this oil can to work. Oh, couldn't bloody open. That's why it ended up in one of these things. No one could open the thing. Chucked it in the vibe. You know, went all manpower on the thing. Got it to open up. I got that oily thing. You know, chuck some oil in there in the hope that I would seal the rings just enough to get enough compression to start it again, just to hear that sweet, sweet note. And that didn't occur. Now I figured if I flipped it up that way and it gives whatever. So, knowing that the very truth is that I'm gonna have to pull the bloody cylinder off it and change the thingies and find the partsy thingies for it. And I did locate where I could get another muffler that will give me some kind of back pressure that doesn't look like that. But I'm thinking, what if the gods decided I just get another one of these, chuck it on, and just in the hope that back pressure will just give me enough to give enough compression to just pop her over. That's not going to happen. Anyways, no one cares about this story. I'm telling you, we've got history. Yeah, that Scoot and I, we've got some history, I can tell you. Yeah. Who else can head spin down the road at 3 o'clock in the morning, knocked out? Yeah, at 85 kilometers per hour. Yeah, everyone thought I was dead. But then it arose again. Once again. Always wanted to get around to doing this. Clearing this space here, and this is going to be the OT. I could call it the OR, but I was thinking, when are you going to do it? Well, probably an OT, you know. When are you going to get the job done? There's this great big slogan, and someone spray painted O, huge O and a T, meaning overtime. Get the job done. There's this huge industrial complex, and they did these roll form materials from molten slag to molten metal to sheet great big coils of sheet metal. Anyways, yeah, we went in there and did a few fixie things or whatever. I'll just call it the OR because you know, it's big as an old operating theatre. So let's go. Alright, this is the OR operating room. First patient, I guess there's no real rush for the other Camino Coal bike, the Godchild bike, because that's the Camino Coal bike too. That's Camino, you know, you can fight it out with yourselves. Maybe this can be the first victim. It's kind of like hospitals. I don't like going into those freaking things, man, because I've seen people go in there and never come back, or come out in body bags. Anyways, alright, so the first victim. Yeah, the OR. There we go, that's the operating room. Now, I can move those, I'm going to move all that shit too. I was thinking about putting an operating table here, and therefore I could raise up some of these rigs, and I was thinking, you know what, I've got the gear and some clamps and stuff, so I could do that quite easily, and then I wouldn't be bending down and looking underneath and all this kind of crap, you know. It sounds pretty fancy pants to me, and let's face it, I mean, that bench has just ended up like this bench that I made, you know, bench press, and now it's just housing shamisen pieces and stuff, you know. Yeah, it's, you know, as they do sometimes. But this unit here, I've hardly, honestly, I've hardly utilised that for, you know, purposes that it could be used for. So that could be really useful. Why do I talk so strange? Or maybe because you, anyways. So yeah, I reckon, I do recall, I did lift some heavy things, and I put some clamps and stuff. I think I've still got a mini one there. I've got some clamps and stuff because I lifted some really heavy shit in here at one stage. I actually took those doors off and pulled the rig in here, and because of this here, I was like 1 centimeter, man. I was just sort of scraping a bit, maybe 1 centimeter is not really true, but just sort of scraping a bit, and managed to get my rig in here. Right? And then I put some stuff on it and took it out. That was I just wanted to know if I could do it, you know, instead of asking some chaps to help me carry these great big things out. Yeah, I wanted to know if I could do it, and I know I did. Right then, now, hey, I'm not total dead weight. You know, you could still eat me. Alright, now, eat me, bitch. Right, now what we're going to do is stick this, obviously, takoyaki cooking machiney thingy on there. And that steam cleaning machine thing, and chuck it in there somewhere near this this bar heatery thing that I don't plan on using that bloody thing for quite some time. God, the humidity. Right, let's keep soldiering on here and move some more stuff. Clean all this. How many block and tackles do I have left? I want to load the clamps over there, so that's good. What are we doing here? We're doing well. We're going. What's going on right now? One left. My one. I had a huge one, but it was so goddamn rusty. You know. First victim. Hey, I like the idea of that. Take that unit over here, alright, and whacker here, utilizing that, because they're pretty strong, I can raise these dealies. I've got straps and I've got all kinds of bullshit laying around here. Yes. There you go. Am I just sort of walking around and just blathering, so I'm wasting more of my, just bludging. Stop dawdling, as an old girlfriend of mine used to say to me all the time. Like, what? Just right, stop dawdling. Cookie, she's getting there now. I'll probably end up, my mate takes a bunch of metals, and he'll take metals and electricals and whatever. That'll probably end up being hung on the OR room floor, the shop floor, for memento's sake, and I'll probably scratch my head on that. Yeah, that's obviously going to happen. Now, I'm definitely sure that in my present resource, now sometimes, depending on the weight category, I really do it, but I should do it more. Depending on the weight category of things, that just reminds me. See this thing here? Someone's painted a depiction of Mount Fuji. Fuji's some paintings that were over there. I figured, I don't want to throw them away or nothing. So we've got some real nice, beautiful scenes here. Sure, someone would love down those things. So I'll probably end up placing them up, on the OR roof or something. I'll try to figure something out. But anyways, I just knew, I was thinking, where would I put this book thing that I've got? I knew there's no way I would have thrown it away. So yeah, this is a sort of a resource area for just like stuff that they're just sort of stuff that's too good to throw away, and all kinds of things over the years, and I've all kinds of scenes and what have you, and there we go. There we go. Boom. I knew I wouldn't have thrown that away. Yeah. KX 125 92 to 98. Repair and maintenance service manual. Excellent. Right. Yeah. I'll keep that in there, that bug thing on it. Now that can go into the OR room. I think people are starting to see what's happening here. I need to clean all this freaking shit. Why don't I have like a Man Friday? Okay, well I was thinking of calling up like Harrods or whatever they're called of London, and having a team of specialists come over here and install a mahogany one for over there. But I figure this for now. This one might do the trick. Just figure out a way to orientate that. Yes, that's looking pretty good. What are spider webs worth? Right then. Now, as I was, didn't really think this out too much now, did I? Oh no, you never do. You just jump into whatever thing you go, oh yeah, it's just, whatever project. I'm like, well, you just shut up now. Okay, now. I was up there on the platform, and the people, whatever, and I spied something that begins with Captain Hook. But that one's too bloody high up there. I wanted to get him ages ago, that bastard. But anyways, I spied there's another one right there. Now, he's not too far away, is he? I reckon within the next 10 minutes I'll either be screaming to people over there to call an ambulance, or you will be mine. Oh yes, you will be mine. Now, if I've learned one thing with all my 53 years of very mature experience on this planet, actually, they look like some hooky things to me. Oh, shut up and get on. Okay. I reckon that I can judge what type of spannery, shifty, shockery, one of those things, right, that I would need in order to take that down without having to climb this ladder called a hashigo and obtain that for myself and remove it, release it safely, not get it stuck in my jaw or eyeball or whatever, and bring it down safely. Right, let's do that, shall we? Now, toolbox. Scattered tools everywhere. We're good to go. Right. Now, after searching for 3 hours for around the scattered tools that you can never find, we've obtained one. Let's do this. Rich piano. Okay. Always check that your hashigos, your ladders are all locked in good and they're on a really rattly surface so that you can get some compo. That's if you're going to Australia. Okay, now let's see. Here we go. Oh, don't! The stupid fucking bastard! Shit! Cut that bit out. Yeah, I swear on all the gods I can name. I have about 35,000 14mm spanners and sockets and bits and pieces. I know I have like 2 13s, which I presume that's probably 1/2 inch, which is 12.7mm. Yes, I'm probably not stripping the back. Anyways, okay, now let's try this again. Here we go, baby. I think when you do have, yeah, see how it's slightly loose? I do believe that that is actually 1/2 inch bolt. Right, might need 2 hands on this one. Oh yes, you will be mine, as I said. You know, I said I'll have you within 3 hours, and now, told ya. There you go. Okay, done. Okay, now what about this for a thoroughly obtuse, stupid idea? Yeah, this is really right, so you just move that around everywhere you like. Yeah, you sitting in the weirdo third-person-y split personality style or some bullshit. Anyways, how about that for an idea? Alright, now, because there's always going to be a whole bunch of piled up shit here, this is just never going to work. But for now, it seems pretty good. So, you roll up with said machine, said victim. It's never going to ever work. Now, then what happens is, it's strapped in 3-point positionings, you know, just like triangulation-y science, yeah? And then it gets picked up slightly beyond this. I think you get what I'm trying to say. Now, said strap, imagined strap, that I have actually utilised that thing many a time. Couldn't find the bastard. And until such time as, you know, stripping everything down, you stupid bastard, and you two, until realising that yes, not realising actually, there is no realisation. It's just keep hunting around until you find it or not. I'll crack the shits either way. It was holding all these things together so they wouldn't just scramble themselves all over the floor and they'll trip all over them. I hurt myself. So that's good. Now, okay, considering that, oh, that's a nice looking strap. Oh yes, that's a nice looking strap indeed. Actually, that's a belt, strap workery belt. There's another one in there too. Might have to commandeer that. Now, okay, so I guess, this thing here, as per that platey thing down there, says it has a safe working load, SWL load, of 3 kilos. Now, so, I figure, it looks about 3 kilos. Now, so, you could save 15% off if you go to notsobrilliant.com and plug in the promo code of ABAREBUGYO. He's a total dickhead. Actually, that means going down. But what about going up? Yes! So, like I said, you could save 10% off if you go to notsobrilliant.com and plug in whatever I said, and maybe the mathematics weren't right with the percentages. So there you go. And this channel will receive more grifting. Yeah. Just bloody not so brilliant, am I? Right. Okay, this is coming together. Eventually there'll be more tools thrown around, windows broken, and sure, accidentally with tools flinging around everywhere. Yeah, I'm a visionary. Okay, and as I was saying, if you go to, don't worry about like center of balance or anything, or whether you should put pressure on the, the throttle body or whatever. And yeah, if you go to notsobrilliant.com and plug in, the promo code ABAREBUGYO, or whatever else that was, you don't have to worry about any of that science and shit, right? Yeah, you can forego all of that. See how much stress is relieved. How about that? See, that's a good deal. Here at the OR, we've even come up with this not so brilliant idea of chucking the this chainy thing over here, and you can hook it on there. See, that's good. Now, you can go over there, and oh, let's do this with 2 hands, shall we? 2 feet or whatever you call those things. What do you reckon? Ta-da! So I'm not actually really going to do anything with it. I just want to know if I could. See, what I'm going to do is, take pictures and copy the pictures, and then go all Hunter Biden style and sell them for $75,000 each. Yeah, because that's good. Yeah, really. Well, didn't one go for 500 grand or something? Yeah. Okay, so I might improve that somehow. Yes, over there, I guess. And I reckon that ain't so bad. You can have a look in here and say things like, I haven't got a freaking clue what that thing does. Okay, so we won't go near that. Stuff like that. Good. And yeah, you can feel that you've achieved something. Yes. Yeah, that's really, I remember over at notsobrilliant.com, see, I was figuring that I could have just left that hooky thing there, so every now and again I might hop up and go to start it or something, check the time, the tuning, or whatever, and whatever's, and then when I hop down, that'll hook me in the eye socket or something. That's good. But at least, like with notsobrilliant.com, you don't have to. We don't worry about safety or any of that sort of bullshit. Okay, so we just sort of cut through all the red tape and go, you don't need that. You don't need that. It's just collateral damage. That's all. We can always hire someone else. I can always hire another me. Now, all I've got to do is go down to some special school. Anyways, Alright, that's enough for today. That's enough of being silly. Okay, but I did actually do something serious at least. That go board was a good, that's beautiful. Hinoki, I think I said Hikoki. I said that, I mess up the words every now and again, but that's what it is. I do have that Buddhist bell listed, don't I? I do. I don't know, I think someone wanted to... It's beautiful. I know that this has got a slight amount of cracking in it and stuff like that, but it sounds beautiful. So, I was wondering why I had that on that bench in the first place. That was months ago. Someone might have asked about sea freight options, something like that. I don't recall, but at least it's fair to say that I got at least something done. Right, got some exercise, clean some stuff. Oh, check this out. What, you gotta check in. Everyone's got to check in every now and again with old hungry fat chick. She's decided that's it. She's serious now. She's going on a diet. Yep. Turns out in 2 days, she proved that she lost 10 pounds. Mm-hmm. Me, man, that's like 5 kilos, right? Me, was it 2.2? Alright, 10 pounds. Calculation. Oh, I don't know how to do calculation. So. Here's what she does. She gets her walker and from the bedroom to the lounge thingy, and then crashes there for 3 hours, and then moves the electric scale thing with the hand grabby helpery thing. Right, moves that over there. Okay, and she's like ready to do another bit more video. Okay, stands up with the help of the walkery thing, obviously, and then and takes a step onto this scaly thing, right? And presses that thing, and it goes hello. And then here we go, and filming this, by the way, steps on said scale. Yep. For me to go up and down 5 kilos, shit. Heaviest I've ever been was 73.5 kilos. And I generally run around 71, 72. And, yeah, really heavy guy, eh? And so, for me to fluctuate 5 kilos in 2 days. Anyways, and so, looking down, cannot see the digital readout because of the excesses of debauchery. And it goes and shows a reading of what was once 203 kilos down to like 196 kilos, something like that. And then here we go, steps off said scale, utilizing the helpfulness of these walkery things for old people, down back into the couch, exhausted, heavy breathing. Where are you, you mother? Anyways, so exhausted, needed to take a rest. Yeah, I'm serious. Now, the said diet that was selected eventually after all this dieting that never worked apparently. This, I don't know what you call it, keto diet or none of that. There's some kind of diet. I've never had a diet. I've never done diet. Some kind of carnivore diet. I think that's what it is. Cuts out all carbs or some just protein or something like that. So I'm sure that would be, if someone said to some person that's been a little bit on the decadent side, and you said, oh, how about you go on a diet now? No, I don't really like the D word. Yeah, but all you have to do is eat hamburgers, bacon rashers, steak. What? What do you mean? That's all I have to eat? Yes, that's the diet. It's a carnivore diet. Count me in, like that. So, where's where this is gonna go? But I don't know, man. People like me are more like well, I kind of not. I used to be concerned, and now I'm just sort of like. My head just fell off so many times like that bloke's over there, and shaking and shit, and shaking it off, and just fell off on the floor, and keep super gluing the bloody thing on. You know how costly super glue is, and so Yeah. You know, imagine that, you know. What level of weakness do you have to get to where you're having trouble standing, you know, and then sitting on your own, you know, standing without having a walk or anything. You know, things have got to change, man. You know, get to that point, mate, things have got to change. But anyways, what am I, the great sage of the East? A philosopher from way back? Some kind of spiritual being? Hey, nice out there, isn't it? Still got plenty of a fair amount of daylight, so it's gorgeous weather now, so I am going to call that a day. And yeah, so if you're having trouble with your weight fluctuation-y thingies, I don't know, man, maybe give me a bell. I might have to send this bastard to you. I kind of feel sorry for him, you know. He's taken a battering, and he doesn't look very happy about it too. So, yeah, I don't know, man. He's not very happy about it. No, Ninja's okay though. He's minding the forest. How are you, Ninja? Yeah, he's doing all right, so that's good. Yeah, he's you know, he's not really into food. Yeah. Hello. I was told to be nice and not talk about being stuck here in this fucking chair. Alright. Oh, take it easy. Now. That's great. You know, we'll get that out someday. I sworn I will open that. Eventually. Get around. I'm trying to take this goddamn glove off. Eh? Is that for a Houdini trick? Okay, now, just babbling at this point. Obviously, I was quite tired. And, no, I reckon this might sort of fare well as a pretty decent idea of just other stuff too. You know, I don't use this thing, and I really should. It's so useful. That's why you use things. And also that frees up a bunch of space here in order to pretend that I have an idea to think about something to do with this space in the first place. Now, I had this not so brilliant idea. Now, if you plug in the promo code, I was thinking, you know what, one of these days, which is never going to happen, I'd love to have small to big or big to small, range, accessible, height-wise, of boxes. Yeah. Instead of having them strewn all over the bloody place. And then I logged on to actually brilliant.com. What am I, a promo-y person now? And then I figured, you know what? Considering I like get out the blowtorch and stuff like that, don't ask me why, but every now and again. You probably don't want to know why, but every now and again you got to get out the blowtorch, don't you? Now listen here, you. Oh, not him. He's a good bloke. He's an Aussie guy. He's winning the AI ones now. Isn't he? I haven't checked him on the championship for a while, so I'll have to do that. Now, I am going to actually do some of this base, but I figure that it'd just be a fire hazard. But considering that I'm into not too brilliant.com, that might be a relatively okay idea. There we go, have a look at this bloody thing. Woohoo! What the hell is that? What's going on here? What are we doing? Where are we going? What's going on right now? Look at that, nice, huh? Look at that. Wow, that's really nice. Take a picture of that. That can be the picture-y thing. Yeah, how about that? That can be the picture-y thing. Yeah. Ah, that's better. Okay. Okay. Now, upon placing that that Harley Davidson upon that $1 million the KTM, what is that, is it? KTM built that built that facility. What was that, in California or something? And under the man, beautiful place. And yeah, he's like the $1 million, bazillion dollar facility or wherever's, and the KTM's really done well. Their facility looks a little bit similar to mine. Theirs obviously isn't as well, kitted out and all that sort of stuff, but that's all right. All right. Oh, isn't this nice, eh? Yeah. All right. It's a pity I have to work on tomorrow. I want to get back in there and play. Anyways, hang on a second. Shit, I gotta check my phone. Yeah, that's not a bad shot, that one. I was planning on going to the beach of contemplation and reading my bookie poos, and then I figured, I've been hooking in a fair bit in the last few days and sort of feeling a lot stronger, and that means the body's saying you need protein. Better go on the carnivore diet. Yes. Take a 5 kilo shit and say, hey, I lost weight in the last 2 days. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a bit better than that. Anyways, yeah, what was I saying? Just my facility over there is looking similar. I'm under the great leadership of Roger DaCosta, the man they call him. Hey, back in the day in the 70s, was it? He was kicking ass. He was just kicking everybody. But he used to train and stuff like that. But most chaps would live like me and just drink piss all day long, and then come weekend, on any Sunday, go all Steve McQueen style, and found my oil light does work at least. I looked at that and I go, whoa, shit, I actually backed up. And I was like, I'll just film that again as I'm coming in, and as I didn't lock up, but I sort of came down quite quickly, I realised that I mustn't have a whole lot of oil in this unit, because my oil light briefly came on, so it's just tipped, the oil's just in the pan, just tipped so much that the sensor will go, hey! I'm some electrical fantastic-y, like Millennium Falcon kind of sensory thing that does stuff that this entity, they wouldn't have any fucking idea how that works. Anyways, and it flashed on, so at least it reminds me. At least I know it works. Anyways, so in hoisting that rig up to my workstation. PlayStation, I noticed an inspection cover, and yeah, what I want to do is just increase idle. It's just when it's on fast idle, slow idle, it's got an auto chokey thing on the thing, and I noticed that there's a on the net you can buy these for that particular carburetor, which is very prevalent apparently. I've only ever seen one. And that you can buy a auto choke override and manually do it, something like that. But anyways, I think I shan't have any troubles. Just the only issue it has currently is we could go down there, can't we? Yeah. Oh, we better go down there. Hang on, let's just do a Yui. I'll be back. I know this is going to look real nice over here at the rice paddies, the rice field of contemplation. Check this out. Oh yeah. I wonder if my potato cams, is it gone or potato again? Nice, look at that. Don't look where you're going, bro. We're going so you can drive into the right field. Oh, that is nice. And I think this thingy isn't thingying enough to be able to see. Try a singlet. That'll work. Yeah. Always got a singlet. Nice. Yeah, real nice at this time of year. A whole lot better when it's so cold and shit. The rice fields of contemplation. Alright, I'll head out. I have an idea of getting some protein. Chicken's cheap in this land, and so that's the plan. Gorgeous, you know, when it really starts to cool down, especially when you're under a hot tin roof like that, you know, corrugated iron. Oh, that breeze, man. And sporting this new style. Hey, this is going to take off. Like, it's practical. What's going on here? You're not allowed to pass me. Let's get him. You know, like the breeze. You know, imagine going for years, right? Sporting the Bruce Willis, and then like you decide you see some kung fu movie and this dude's got this awesome hairstyle, right? And you're like, right, I want that, right? And so I decided to go for that. It's taken a whole lot longer than I expected, but the whole wavy thing's happening on the sides and everything. It's happening. It's coming, and it's a delightful feeling. It's a delightful feeling with, especially like real breezy like this, and after a real hot, you know, real humidity. Not crazy humidity that one, but sometimes it's dreary, you know. But it feels really nice. Just going all Maine style. The supermarket of contemplation. Yeah. Right then, I reckon I might be able to pump up that airbed and feel more comfortable. GGGG, he says to sleep on a hard surface. I'm like, nah, hang on, what's going on here? GGGG, holy man. Check this out for a really cool concept. These things here, right? These are orangey, juicy woosies, or whatever you call them. There's your orangey juice over there, or whatever. Orangey juice. That's what that reads. Orangey juice 100, right? And over here, I like these dealies here. You can get like, they have compilation-y things, right? And look at this. Every single one of these dealies is in this stuff. Now, I find it way too concentrated for me, so what I do is I mix it probably 50-50 or even less. I go 60% water kind of thing. But there's all kinds of different types of vegetables that they chuck in these things, right? So you get a tremendous amount. Which ones are these ones? I'm gonna grab that one. You get a tremendous amount of these dealies. Look at this dealie. 36 different types of dealies, right? So there's a tremendous amount of. Alright, that's that one. I found another one that I was making a decision upon. So this one. Figment of my imagination. I didn't imagine that. This one. This one here, less. But they're really great that there's so many different types of vegetables, and you know, a tremendous amount of vitamin C. This is really good stuff. If you're a bit too lazy like me to chuck fruit down your throat, say that 10 times faster. I do that, and then I sort of mix it with water. So that's and it's cheap as. Here you go.
In the worlds before Monkey, primal chaos reigned. Heaven sought order, But the phoenix can fly only when its feathers are grown.
So that bag full of stuff and didn't. Yeah, so anyway, what have we learned today? Delving into the mind of madness. I had this computational thought of thing, and I figured possibly, because I saw this, like there's these inspection holes, which are very nice of them to place, so you can get at the idle screw or a mixture of what you wanted to do, and I figured things are set, like your jets or whatever, and so you can get to your idle. And I figure someone might have not known, as there's lots of shit I don't know, and I just recall from somewhere that there was like this fast idle, slow idle type of stuff, and auto chokes and all this sort of bullshit, and high tech Millennium Falcon things, and cheapest place in town to get these. Right, shit, you go there, okay. So I figure that someone may very well have lowered the idle speed or something like that when the engine was cold, possibly, and that's probably why they've been having cutting out issues with this thing. Hopefully that is so, and hopefully that's all it is from this point on. And that rig's worth like $700 or something. And I got it for nix. Yeah. Oh man, mine used to give me rigs all the time because he used to have this factory, and God, he had a lot of stuff. He'd get hold of any bloody thing, but then he went into doing different stuff. But yeah. Anyways, it's a good unit, so I reckon that's the case. Ooh. That light very, very fast. I know it. Just have patience. So I think that a case can be made with the limited knowledge that I have. That may have just been adjusted when the motor was cold, and since then they've been having issues in the case of, like, generally it was fine, and when I was on this hill section, just buzzing around the little dirt section where I'm located over there, let's say a private roadie thing, I noticed sort of at very, very slow speed going down the downhill section-y thing. It's pretty rough. Once pulling on the brakes, it sort of it cuts into that centrifugal clutchy, or sort of start to slow it down, and just drop the idle just so much, and it'll just cut out. Now, I would say that this has been happening for quite some time, but generally it's fine, just on the straight sections, and you're going along and everything's sort of sweet, And I reckon that's probably, they probably utilised the ignition switch so many freaking times, far more than I generally would. I'm just trying to hope myself into believing that this is what the case is. Oh, but don't worry, we end up getting to the point where they say, no, you can't re-register that thing, whatever. But if I can re-register the thing, that'd be really cool, because the thing deserves to be back on the road. Yeah, get your motor running. So that's that. So if I can do that, that's cool, and then I'll dig into the other one, my one. Well, they're both mine now, but yeah, there you go. So a pretty fine day today overall. For a long span I've been wanting to clear out that area again and sort of utilise it. So yeah, I've really been hooking in recently and getting some stuff done. There we go, the ever-present band.
Elemental forces caused the egg to hatch. From it then came a stone monkey. The nature of monkey was irrepressible.